And good Tuesday morning. I'm your friend Scotty Ray. Welcome to Scotty Ray's Weather. As we begin this, be prepared yet again, we'll get rain again today. That's in the forecast. Tomorrow might be our best chance of not getting one. It's still listed in the forecast, but maybe it might not be as bad. We'll break down the forecast here in just a moment as we begin our day. A few things that are in the news. If you haven't visited my page and looked at the headlines of what's going on, check out the fight that broke loose in Jackson, Mississippi. Well, Flowwood, I guess is the better way to word it, at the Buffalo Wild Wings there. 5 have been arrested. It was an outright brawl. Another patron that was inside videoed it. We've got that for you this morning if you'd like to watch that. So if you get a chance, you can see a Mississippi scrap right there in the middle of a restaurant. Coming up this morning, Candace will join me at 8 o'clock. A lot of news stories going on. We'll tell you about the latest from Joe Exotic. He's looking for there's another way to put it, a new husband. How do you do a contest from jail? That's still, anyway, we'll talk about that. That's coming up this morning. And the situation in Texas, are y'all aware of this? The Democrats didn't want to vote on the new legislation that is proposed on voting rights. So they all got on a plane and went to Washington. The governor, Abbott, says as soon as they touch down on Texas soil, they'll be arrested. That's coming up. That's brewing in Texas this morning as that comes about. And I've been talking about this for quite some time, but I suspected it. This is our first hint that people are actually trying to do it. Maybe not the first hint, but it sure is a big plunge into it. The U.S. Olympics Committee has proposed a change in the American flag on the logo for the Paris 24 Olympics. Have y'all seen that? They do away with the 50 stars and cut it back to 5 stars. They cut a lot of the stripes out. As I've said all along, they want to change the American flag, and this is the beginning of that. I'll check that out. I've got that story posted also there on the page here on Facebook, and we'll discuss that this morning also. They won't stop. That is coming. If you love the American flag, be ready for what is ahead of us. That's definitely out there. All right, as we begin this day, let's go over and take a look now at radar, and then we'll get into the breakdowns of what's going to happen. All right, let's pull up radar here. This is an overview of the United States this morning. We show some some showers off the coast of Florida there, a little bit down in the Gulf. And as we zoom in on this, we've got more rain in the Kentucky area going up to Columbus, Ohio. Some showers in northern Nebraska there, southwestern South Dakota. As we look at this, now let's look at our chances of severe weather. It's going to be mostly north of the Southland. It's going to be up north as we look at this. This is what is going on today. Pennsylvania and New York has a level 2 threat today in these areas here. West Virginia has that level 1, and Ohio does as well there in Maryland of some heavier rain there. But Pennsylvania, New York, these areas here, as we move back over, Wyoming, South Dakota has chances, and portions of southeastern Montana, a level 2. Now, this area here, Omaha, and these areas here have that level 1 there as well into Denver, Colorado. A little bit there in Arizona as well, where we've got thunderstorms already occurring this morning. That, as you look at the deep south, only slight chances of rain today. Not bad at all. Let's go into our Wednesday forecast to see how bad severe weather will be tomorrow. And as we pull this up, and for some reason, there we go. It's going to be Wisconsin. These areas here, portions of Iowa, move into a level 3 tomorrow. So we'll watch that closely there. Still down in the deep south from Louisiana to Texas, all these areas across Georgia and Florida, we've just got light chances. And as we move into Thursday, a little bit better there. The nation comes out of this, and it's just a level 1 there across Kansas, stretching up through Michigan. Still looks great down here across the south. As we turn that off, let's zoom in and take a look at our radar of what's actually going on down in this area here. We've got a few sprinkles as we look at this just north of Jackson. North of Ridgeland here. This is going to be in Canton this morning. We've got some showers. Nothing big at this point. South of Yazoo on 49. North of Vicksburg and these areas here, we've got a few showers showing up in Harworth, Mississippi, and also right up in here along Choctaw Landing. North that is west of Yazoo, some light showers. Nothing serious over the Meridian area, back over into West Alabama, all clear at this point. So no problems whatsoever, even down to the Mississippi Gulf Coast is clear this morning. So not bad at all as we look at those. We say a few good mornings there. J.T. Rigdon up. Good morning to you, along with Charlene Gaddy, Milton Savell, also Linda Culpepper, along with Terry Ray, Lynn Swain. All up and going there in Linville this morning. Also, Texans running from a fight. There you go. Good morning to Sylvia Stewart. Joyce Snowden Godwin joins us also. Joy Henson Robinson and Sandy Cruz is up with us. And Tommy Ainsworth, thank y'all for joining us as we begin this Tuesday morning. It's going to be warm again. Let's get into the breakdown of what we've got now from the National Weather Service of what to expect today.
Your forecast is brought to you by EMEPA, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
As usual, let's start with our highs and lows of what's going to be happening today. As we look at this, 1930 just must have been a humdinger of a year because it got up to 105 degrees back in 1930. Wow. The record low set on this date back in 1897, a low of 58 degrees. That was kind of nice there. As we look at that forecast today, we'll see that most of the showers will begin there at Philadelphia and move southeast back this way across Kemper County and up through Macon, all across Newton and over to Scott County and point southward through Laurel and Quitman area, and these here down to McGee. Lighter showers as you go to the northwestern corner of the state there. The Mississippi Delta looks like it'll be mostly sunshine with a slight chance of showers there. A little bit more as you move up through Yazoo City and Eupora. But we'll watch this from Winston County down. A little bit heavier there as you get closer to Lauderdale County there for today of the rain. High of 87 is what is expected today. 89 down in Laurel. And we get over to Vicksburg, 89 as well. We look at the west side of Alabama, and they do stand a chance of rain today as well. 85 at Fayetteville. We hit 88 there at Livingston, Alabama as well. And over in the southeast corner there, Troy, Alabama, sitting at 88 today. Light rain expected across there. Scattered showers in the afternoon. As we look at what the National Hurricane Center has out, we're looking good. Absolutely nothing in the water so far. So we're blessed on that account this morning. As we look at the temperatures over the next 10 days, we've still got a good thing going here in the Deep South as we still have not gotten into really above 95 at this point. We've been handling this pretty good. Still today, we won't crack that, but the rest of the week, that's a little bit of a change there. And let's look at that now as we look at our extended forecast this morning of what is coming this week. We show that today we've got a 70% chance of showers. It's thunderstorms after 1 o'clock. Partly sunny, that high only reaching 87. Our low tonight is going to reach 70, and it dips down to a 30% chance of showers for tonight and tomorrow. Now, this is going to be our least likely day to rain tomorrow, midweek there, hump day. So we'll watch that. Most likely, if we get showers tomorrow, it would be 3 o'clock along in there, with a heat index rising to about 97 tomorrow. That's the first time we've seen that heat index brought up in a few weeks there. So warm tomorrow, and maybe not as much rain there. As we move to Thursday, we move back into a 50% chance of showers, mostly sunny otherwise. High of 91, be after 2 o'clock in the afternoon that we get those showers. We'll end the week with a higher chance of rain on Friday, Saturday. Look at this, 60% chance of showers. As we move into the weekend, and as we hit Sunday, we'll have a 50% chance of rain, and you guessed it, it's still not stopping. Those rain chances just keep going with a 70% chance returning on Monday when you go back to work. So recapping today, it'll be most likely after 1 o'clock. Now, there is a smidgen of a chance of something happening between now and the afternoon, but most likely after 1 o'clock before we see any showers pop up. Let's go ahead and look at our temperatures as we move on into July toward the end of the month. We look all the way through the 27th. Still in the 80s. Still have not gotten into the high 90s as we look at this. So in many ways, although we've had all this rain, which has kept everything from getting too hot, we're still way below average of where we have been. So something to think about. Air conditioners are not working as hard as they normally do this time of year. But if yours has got an issue, I want you to talk to our friends at Sanders. They certainly help you out when it comes to getting your air conditioner working right. They do this all day long. If you've got an issue, call them. They'll get you straightened out. They can do that emergency service. If it quits, same-day service to get you back up going to where you don't have to sleep with the windows and the sweat pouring. It's awful here in Mississippi and Alabama when that happens. Talk to them. They'll help you out there, even if yours just needs a tune-up there. And as always, other things that they do we've talked about is those Generac generators. If you want to be prepared when the storms come and that electricity goes out without any warning, have that backup where it automatically turns on and you're sitting cool with lights. That's how it works. Talk to them at Sanders Gas. They'll help you there on 22nd Avenue and tell you more about it, how affordable it is to be prepared for what comes your way. I know a lot of folks have gotten those and are real happy to have them. Again, I want you to join us this morning at 8 o'clock as we'll kick off here in just a little while to discuss a lot of things. Go back and look at that fight that I mentioned there at Buffalo Wild Wings and Flowood. It was a throwdown. No other way to word that. That's on the page also. Candace will be joining me in a little while. Also, I'll be joining WMOX Radio here in just a little bit with an interview beginning at 7:20. And Debbie will be joining me for that interview as well. So that'll be the first time I guess she and I have been on the radio together in quite some time. So Debbie will join me. If y'all remember Debbie that used to be on the radio, she'll join me there at 7:20 on WMOX Radio here in the Meridian area. Then we'll kick off our show at 8 o'clock with Scotty Ray and Candace. Join us. There's lots going on, lots to talk about, and we can't do it without each and every one of you being a part of this. So join us. Thank you so much, and a big thank you to all the folks that sponsor this show and come about, have made it such a success. We can't do it without them. I'll see you soon as we kick off this Tuesday morning here at Scotty Ray's Weather.
Scotty Ray's Weather is brought to you by